Okay. This isn't this isn't a part of my normal schedule, but I couldn't go live yesterday because 2K came out. I'm not even gonna lie. 2K came out and I was playing it and kind of lost track of time a little bit. And it was too late to do the pod. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. When I got off 2K, it was 6:45. The pod is at 7. So I was just like, hey, I don't have work tomorrow, so we could just do the pod tomorrow. So I'm about to bang this out real quick. It's gonna be a very short pod. Probably like a half hour. Nothing crazy. You're nothing crazy. It's gonna be a short pod today. Just a few things that kind of that I've seen that was a little weird that I have to address. Um, so I gotta address these things. So whether you're watching on YouTube or Instagram, follow my sports page, Your Hoops Analyst, on Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube. I'm trying to get these subscribers up. I got a few, but it's a process, so it's gonna take some time. But I got some people watching my videos and stuff. I'm just trying to build this platform up, just have fun with it. But the first thing that I seen that was kind of interesting was, I forgot the, 1 second. Forgot to change the screen. Okay. So I saw this, right? It's kind of funny to me. So everybody know Tyreek Hill, he played for the Dolphins, NFL player. See, I don't know if this is real or not, but if it is, this is crazy. So less than a year after saying his vows, Tyreek Hill's marriage ended in divorce disaster. His ex is set to collect $50,000 a month. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, $50,000 a month and a $500,000 lump sum, plus a mansion in Miami of his money. This is the problem, and I'm getting tired of this. Let me explain something to y'all. Let me explain something. Um, y'all, like, when are y'all gonna learn? When? This happens over and over and over again with these NFL players, like NBA players got it bad. They got it the worst. I'm not even gonna lie. And it's like y'all it's like y'all like losing money, bro. See, this is what happens when y'all are led with lust. Y'all want these females because they look good without actually seeing if they're even good females to be with. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the problem. Oh, I forgot to share my screen on this one. There we go. Like, without even seeing if they're even good females to be with. This is what, listen, I don't got money like how they got. But I make sure I'm gonna be really vetting the girl that's going to be the next girl, because the next girl is probably going to be my wife. You know what I'm saying? So I really got to make sure that she is really the one. These athletes, they just going for, oh, how she look, like how good. Now, mind you, I'm not even gonna lie. She she's a beautiful female. I can't even lie. She is beautiful. But look at that face. Look at that. look at that little smirk. It just, she got that smirk like, oh yeah, I got this nigga. I got him. I got him. And she did. Bro, $50,000 a month, bro. Bro, let me explain something. That's more than I make. That is more than my annual salary. She's getting that a month. Bro. A month? So I listen, athletes and kids or teens, young adults that's coming up in this world that want to be an athlete, it's a blessing to find someone before you make it because they with you for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't make it yet. But if that doesn't happen, when you make it, don't just go off of these looks, bro. Where you find these females matter. Because where you find them at, like if you find them in a club and doing all, like you're playing a very dangerous game. You're playing a very dangerous game. You need to understand that. Now he's gonna be paying her a lot of money, bro. His hard earned money. He's an NFL. He works hard for his money, bro. And he's gonna be giving some of that to someone that he's not even with anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, bro. These females, bro. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I really am, bro. But that's on him though, bro. If you want to live that life, you gotta live with those consequences. So that's on him, bro. I'm praying for my boy Tyreek Hill, man. She is beautiful though. I'm not gonna lie, but the money ain't worth it, bro. It ain't no money. Ain't no money worth that at all. So next thing, as I said, it's gonna be a quick pod. So we're gonna kind of blow through this stuff a little bit. I just gotta give my opinion on some of this stuff. This was crazy. So Dennis Schroder, right? So if y'all don't know, the FIBA games is going on right now. And Dennis Schroder, he cooks in FIBA. FIBA basketball, he goes crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. Like he was one of the best FIBA players like in the world right now. I believe so they played against Lithuania. I believe he had like 26 or something, and they won. I think they're like 3-0 right now. Apparently, when he was leaving, well, at halftime, they was making monkey noises at him, bro. Like, I ain't about to do it, but the monkey noises. And it's like, when I see like racist stuff in 2025, like, I just be confused. Like, why? Like, are you that, like, are you that, like, how are you raised? Really? How are you raised? To think, oh, let me be racist, but he's that good at basketball. He's pissing me off because he's that good at basketball that I'm gonna be racist. What are we doing, bro? It's a basketball game. It's not even that deep. First of all, being racist is crazy anywhere, but to do it over basketball is even more crazy, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro? And then you do it to, you know what I mean? Like someone like him, it's just not right, bro. And apparently FIBA is handling it. They're looking at the cameras and all that to kind of see like who are the people that kind of like led the charge with that. And they're probably just like ban them from the games or whatever. But racism sucks. But I do have a story. I have a story about when I was playing in Italy, and I remember we were playing against one of the best teams in our like conference or whatever. So we was playing against them. They were really, really good. And we wound up, I think they were undefeated. So we gave them their first loss, actually. And I had a pretty good game on both sides of the floor, defense and offense. Like I was playing really, really good. I remember that game. And it came down to the wire. It wasn't an easy game. The refs were cheating the whole game. That's when like when the refs start cheating. Now, in overseas basketball, it's a lot of like dirty stuff that go on like behind the scenes and stuff. Like some of the teams that got more money be paying these refs off. Like it's a lot of stuff going on. But we still like with like we still like conquered it. You know what I'm saying? Like we still beat them in the end. But at the end, it was like a few seconds left. We were up like 5 or something like that. You know, it's an unwritten rule in basketball. If y'all up and the other team, there's no chance for them to win at the end. The clock is about to be, go down to 0. Just hold the ball, let the clock run out, whatever. Since they were cheating, bro, I wasn't hearing none of that. I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't hearing none of it. I chose violence. And the clock was going down. I called for the ball. It was like 4 seconds. It was like 3 seconds left. I called and I dunked it at the buzzer, right? I dunked it at the buzzer. And as I said, the unwritten rule, if the game is over, the game is over. Just hold the ball. Let the clock hit 0. But since they were cheating all game, if you going to cheat all game, I'm dunking this basketball at the end of the clock. I don't care. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were fouling us, grabbing us, talking trash. Refs was giving them all the free throws. And as I said, they were one of them, like, they were undefeated. So it was smoke before we even... Come on, bro. It was smoke. Yo, Ash crazy. It was smoke before we went into... Like, they gave me... Because they know about this team. This was my first year playing for them. So they told me a week before, like, listen, this team we play against is going to be some nonsense going on. It's going to be some cheating going on. It's going to be some trash talk going on. Their crowd is crazy. Be ready. I said, bet. I'm from Philadelphia, bro. I don't care. Like, I've played in some crazy environments. I played in some crazy, you know what I'm saying, around niggas. You know what I'm saying? So what are some Italians ain't going to stir me up? Like, what are we talking about? So, we really wasn't supposed to win that game. The crowd was insane. They had drums and cowbells. They had posters. They had posters and all that. And I'm looking like, yo, what is this? Like, this is pro? Like, this is overseas basketball right here? Like, this is intense. But, as I said, they pissed me off the whole game. I went, dunked basketball. Crowd, you can see how mad they were because they know about that unwritten rule. Like, why are you dunking the ball at the buzzer? It's because I don't care. I don't. You feel me? And then you can hit. They wasn't making monkey noises, but you can tell, like, you can feel the racism in there. You can listen. You can feel the racism in the air. Like, this, like, who is this nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, yeah. It was so bad that my team, so we went to the back because they were like trying to get in like the crowd was trying to get in my face when I was trying to leave and all that, giving me middle fingers and all of that. And it was so bad that we went to the locker room and my teammates was telling me like, yo, you gotta wait to walk out. Cause usually I'll just go walk out or whatever and just do my thing. And when we done, and I'll just wait for the team. They said, no, like you gotta wait and we'll walk out with you. So, yeah, because it's kind of hostile out there. And I was just like, I respect it. They mad. Like I respect it. So yeah, that was my little experience. Yeah, overseas basketball definitely ain't no joke. Gotta be careful with that one. Gotta be careful. All right, the next one. Breezing through. Let's do a little basketball. I'm gonna do this one first. No. I want to do something. I want to show y'all this real quick because this pissed me off. Now, I don't know if y'all remember Julian Newman. He was like really big in high school, all that. He had like a TV show and all that good stuff. So so obviously he didn't make it. He like super short. Like I'm not surprised he didn't make it. Like super short guy. He known for his crazy like ball handling and all of that. Yeah. So he apparently went to NAIA school, which is like for those who don't know, in college basketball, you got NCAA and you got NAIA. NAIA is if you don't make it in like a NCAA D2, D1, you might as well just go NAIA because they can still pay for your schooling. That's what they did for me. They paid for my schooling. Well, some of it. And it's good competition. You feel me? So Julian Newman went there and apparently he got kicked off the team. Like that's so embarrassing, bro. Kicked off the team. So y'all need to watch this trash. This is just terrible. Like he still got his ball handling, but like he's forcing it. Like for you to get kicked off the team when you got so much like clout as a person, like you like he got like probably like 1 million followers. Like you got all this clout and you bring viewers to the school, so you essentially making them money. But look at this, pass the ball. It just don't look good, bro. It's like he's trying to make a highlight instead of just playing basketball. He want to make a highlight. Tries to stay in front, does a good job. What is this? Newman, the quick handle, slices in, pulls up, and hits. That's a good hit. Newman checked by the freshman. He's doing too much, bro. Looking to weave his way, a free throw line pull up, and he's talking find ways to get Brazier the ball here late. Hold on, bro. What are you doing, bro? Bro, look at, bro. Get Brazier the ball here late in this one. Newman is trying to get the 3-point shot. No. It's just not even good basketball, bro. He's just pulling. What are you doing? It's the same game. Nigga think he Curry. He's gonna launch. Bro, the nigga think he's Steph Curry. He think he's Steph Curry, bro. Why? He's gonna launch. Bro, apparently they kicked him off the team. They said enough is enough, and listen, I don't blame them. It's just bad basketball, bro. Like as a coach, they probably was pissed. Like you're not running sets, you're not running plays as the point guard, and you're just coming down and squeezing. Like that's just not going to cut it, bro. Like so, I'm honestly not surprised about that at all. That's just bad basketball. The next thing I was going to show, probably the last thing, as I said, short pod today. So I might show 2 more things. So LeBron and Kyrie. So Tyronn Lue set with Shannon Sharpe, and he said that he asked Tyronn Lue would LeBron and Kyrie have more championships if Kyrie never left. For those who don't know, Kyrie left after I can't remember what year that was he left. 2017, I think. So they won the chip. They won the chip 2016. That next year. Yeah, that next year. After the next season, I don't know. Was he there when they played against? Yeah, I think he got hurt when KD was there. That last finals. And then he asked for a trade. But this is what they said though.
And LeBron and Kyrie stayed together. They won another championship.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I think also think if KD doesn't go to Golden State.
Oh, y'all, they had to get it.
Yeah.
They had to get him. They were never going to beat you guys again, T.
Yeah. If KD doesn't go to Golden State, I think we win
3 in a row.
And I think Kyrie stays because you can't leave after that.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I think he stays, and I think, like I said, we had a chance to win 2 or 3.
Had LeBron and Kyrie stayed together, they win another championship.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is my take. This is my take. Now, if y'all don't remember, Cavs and Golden State was going to the finals every single year for like 3-4 years straight. I'm not gonna lie, it was annoying constantly see them in the finals, especially as a Lakers fan. But they were the best teams. Um, 2015, the Warriors won. Kyrie and K Love got hurt. So it was LeBron versus the whole Warriors team. This was before KD came. They had they lost in 6. Then the next year, 2016, that's when they were down 3-1 and came back. Now, 2017 is when KD came, because obviously Warriors are, oh yeah, we got to do something. We got to go get we got to go get somebody for LeBron. Now, let me just make sure something real fast. I want to make sure something real quick. Make sure I'm not wrong. Oh. Just want to make sure I'm not wrong, chat. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, so I was wrong. Okay. Well, I wasn't wrong, but so 2017, Kyrie was there, Kevin Love. So Bron, okay, let me show my screen. So I didn't want to be wrong. So yeah, 2017, yep, finals. Game 1, Golden State blew them out. Game 2, Warriors blew them out. Game 3, Warriors. Dang, so they was up. Wait, whoa. They was up 3-0? They was up 3-0. Dang. And then dang. And then Cavs finally got a dub. Well, Kyrie had 40. And it was able to win. It took Kyrie to get 40 for them to win that game. And then game 5, Bron had 40, but they lost. Dang, that's nasty. Kyrie averaged 29. Bron averaged 33. But I think Kyrie struggled. I think Kyrie struggled in this. Besides that one game. Besides that one game, Kyrie struggled this series. He actually didn't play that well. Um, yeah, that's nasty. Bron was trying. Dang, Bron had 60 rebounds, 50 assists, and he averaged. Dang, that's crazy. Like he was hooping, but you can't do it by yourself. But yeah, after this, it was a lot of, you know, a lot of bad things, and then Kyrie left. Now, if Kyrie stays and Kevin Durant still is there, I don't I don't think they beat this Warriors team. I'm not gonna lie, because Curry still was getting better, and KD was still there. KD still was there. If Kyrie, if Kevin Durant never comes and Kyrie stays, I think Cavs probably win 3 in a row. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like barring injury, like they stay healthy, I think they win 3 in a row. I'm not gonna lie, because that Cavs team actually was really, really good. They were really, really good. They were. So I don't know. In my opinion, the deciding factor on if they win more chips is Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant go, Cavs don't win. So Whatever T. Lue talking about. It's the next thing, the last thing actually.
The Spurs, you take him off of the Spurs, they still the Spurs, you take him off of the Spurs, they still make the playoffs. Because they were
That's
that great.
true.
So what?
Whoa.
They make the playoffs.
No,
Yes,
no,
they
they
do.
don't. No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
They're gonna. You crazy?
No, they don't.
Why they don't?
Because a lot of those guys got their success off of him.
Bruh. The Spurs, you take him.
Now this Tracy McGrady been on a generational run of just saying nonsense. Generational run. Let me explain something to y'all. Let me explain something. Like Tim Duncan was a force, right? A force. And Greg Popovich put them in a great system, but that system really only worked because of how good Tim Duncan was. Now, Tony Parker and Manu and all of them, they had Bruce Bowen. All of those guys were good. Like all that is correct. They were good, bro. But to say they were going to make the playoffs without Tim Duncan and they had maybe a mediocre center or power forward, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because Tim Duncan wasn't just only good offensively, like he was a presence on defense. He was a presence on defense. I mean, in the playoffs, he having games where he got 5 blocks and 4 steals. And you just looking like, bro, what in the world? Like, what? But he was a force. So the way you gotta talk about, playing with Shaq made it easy for Kobe, you gotta say the same thing with the Spurs, bro. As Shaq said, they played off of him. They fed off of him. You know what I'm saying? Like them getting their looks were because people were like, yo, we gotta worry about Tim Duncan. Like, would they win games? Yes, because Pop is that good of a coach that his system will allow them to win games. But the West is the hardest conference. You don't, like, especially back then, there were teams with 40-something wins not making the playoffs or 40-something wins in the 8th seed. One year, the 8th seed had 50 wins. Like, you don't, no. They're not going to the playoffs without Tim Duncan, bro. They're just not. Let's see something real quick. So let's go to 2002. With 2002, Spurs were the number 1 seed. Wait, were they? No. The Kings were the number 1 seed. I'm sorry, they got it mixed up a little bit. But I want to go to the Spurs that year. Why is it not working? There I go. Spurs that year. I just want to look at the stats. Tim Duncan averaged 25 points. David Robson had averaged 11. Tony Parker averaged 9. This man averaged 9 points. I don't think they go to the playoffs without Tim Duncan averaging 25. The next highest is 12. No, they do not go to the playoffs this year. I'm just going to do a few years. And he won MVP that year. I just want to do a few years. So that's a no for that year. 2002. 2003. Now, mind you, David Robinson, he a legend, but he was definitely getting older around this time. So you gotta add that context. He's a legend, but he was getting older. Spurs. This year, Tim Duncan, MVP again, averaged 23 and 12. The next highest on his team, Tony Parker with 15. And then Steven Jackson with 11. Manu was averaging 7. He was 4th in rookie of the year, 4th in rookie of the year voting, averaging 7 points per game. That's crazy. But 23-12. Come on, I don't think they make it to playoffs that year. It's the amount of rookie season too, because they can make it there without him. Yo, Tracy McGrady need to just. There was a moment in time where we couldn't even find Tracy McGrady. Now he everywhere just talking nonsense. I really hate that for him. I really hate that for him. Spurs would go to the playoffs every year back in the day. Tim Duncan, second in MVP voting. I think Shaq won it this year. 22-12. Tony Parker averaged 14. His scoring went down a little bit. Manu averaged 12. And everybody else single digits. He talking about some they would make it without him. What are you talking about, bro? Like, he's in these defensive player of the year conversations too. Like, it ain't just scoring, bro. He's the anchor of their defense. That's what I'm saying, bro. Spurs. Tony Parker averaged 16. 20-11 for Timmy. 4th in MVP voting. 4th in Defensive Player of the Year voting. 1st All-Star. 1st team All-NBA. 1st team All-Defense. Second highest is 16. For those who joining in on Instagram, I'm going through where Tracy McGrady said that the Spurs would still make the playoffs without Tim Duncan. And I just don't see how that's possible. Because he's their offense and their defense. Like, he is the anchor of both. So I don't really understand that concept of them being. I mean, they will win games because you got Pop and you got Tony on them, but to make the playoffs in the West, nah, bro. Nah. I'm gonna do this last year. It's a down year for Timmy. 18-11. And Tony bumped his up to 18. This is when he made his first All-Star game. 18. MVP, 8. Defensive Player of the Year, and 6. All-Star, second team all defense, and second team all NBA. Michael Finley, okay. Averaged 10. Manu averaged 15. Who was the center? Oh, they had Robert Horry this year. It's the year they won the championship? Nah. Wait, this might be the year they won the chip. Or maybe they won the chip. No, they won the chip the year after against Braun and them. They low-key probably could have made the playoffs this year. I ain't gonna lie. But Timmy just means so much to their team, bro. It doesn't make sense to me that T-Mac just sound like a hater. Like, he's saying this stuff. Oh, I could have won a chip with you if I was in Kobe's spot. Like, he just been sounding like a hater lately, and it's been throwing me off a little bit. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, Timmy, I love T-Mac as a player, but you accomplished nothing. Nothing at all. No matter. But that's all for your Hoops Talk today. Subscribe to the page. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. And then like the videos. Share the videos. Please and thank you. But that is all for today.